Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today, and we're going to be talking about some more homeschool related things, as you can probably tell by the title. Basically, I'm going to be going through all of the homeschool baskets that my kids used this past homeschool year. We're going to clean them out, and we'll talk about some of the things that are in them and stuff that we used last year and how it worked for us and what we thought of it. And then I think we're gonna refill, like reload them with this coming year's school supplies. So if you haven't watched the unboxings and kind of like first reaction video that I did of all our homeschool curriculum that came in, you can go back just a few videos. I'll link it probably in a little eye in the sky, little button there for you to click, or in the description box, so you can see that and watch that video. So you'll get to see us unboxing all the fun new curriculum for this coming year. It's always fun to get curriculum, am I right? Like, that's the best part, I think. But anyway, choosing it and then getting it in the mail, love that part. Implementing it all, well, you know. Anyway, so yeah, so watch that video, and then after we unload everything and talk about all that, then we'll just start filling up each child's basket with their new school stuff for this coming year. I like to get that all set up so I can make sure, you know, that all the gaps are closed and I have everything we need. I am waiting on Caleb's curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful. I believe it'll come out in just a few weeks and I'll be able to order that. But meanwhile, I think I have everything else we need. I guess we'll find out. So let's just get right on into the video and see how it all goes. So glad you're here today. Okay, so I thought what we'd do is just start with Caleb's stuff. If you remember, and I can link this video as well, last year I did a really fun just kind of a reorganization of our school supplies, and instead of using the plastic bins that kind of were on trend for quite a while with all of the Good and the Beautiful materials, I ended up getting these nice canvas totes, and I really love how they fit. As you can see, this space is still working really well for us. I just have like a supplies kind of a tote. I have these two plastic ones with all of our like markers, pens, pencils, tape, that sort of thing. And then each kid has a bin. So let's just start going through the bin. I think this is just an empty notebook that I found when I was cleaning through the school supplies, or through the school cabinet, which, you guys, I just did a massive, I mean massive, declutter of old school material, old school books. Some of it was like from when I was a kid being homeschooled, and my mom had saved the stuff and passed it on down to me. And yeah, just stuff needed to go. So let me see here what we have left in my kindergartner's basket. So we used the Christian Light publication, or education rather, I guess, CLE, this last year, and it just has what's called light units, and we went through pretty well all of them. I guess there was just a dab left in this one book, but quite honestly, he had done so many of these booklets. He was done, okay? He was just done. He was over it. We did enjoy these, okay? I don't want to give the wrong perception of that. It was really good. If you hear noise in the background, my kids are having fun playing games and stuff, so getting dressed up, and I'm not quite sure why we have a winter coat on in June, but it is raining, so there you go. Maybe that's why. Anyway, so we did enjoy these light units. I felt like they were really good for him, and it was really great for the majority of the year, and then it just started getting so repetitive that he was losing interest, you know, because you did the same things with each lesson. And so after a while, now there's a dot to dot. He loves dot to dots, so they have to get him to finish that one. But yeah, several dot to dots. He could have a lot of fun with that. So we can set that aside for him to do. But yeah, it was just pretty repetitive. So he got tired of that. Now most of these I think I've cleared out of the box. This is an activity book, and it was the last activity book. And there again, just didn't get to it. So that's okay. We completed the level K of the Good and the Beautiful. I had started that with him, I want to say last year, and we just didn't get to all of it. I think we got to about half of it. And then I don't even know how I had this. Maybe it was from the year before, I'm not even sure, but I had the level K primer as well. And so at the end of the year, we just started working through the primer, and it was pretty easy. So I mean, we didn't finish it all the way. We just did a bunch in it, and there's a little left, but that's okay. So, okay, this is all of the manipulative pieces that went with, let me get it out of here, the level K, Good and the Beautiful math. I just want to say something here about the Good and the Beautiful math. Great. I mean, it's gorgeous. But I will say that their old kits, I have the new kit now. If you watch the unboxing, you'll see that. But their old kits are just, there's so much to it that it just, if it's your only student, it would have been perfect. But I'm juggling multiple grades, and it was a lot. So I think we got to lesson 21 with it. And there again, with the Christian Light workbooks, we were doing math. So then we would do that math, and then we'd come over here and do this math, and it was like short attention span, and it just wasn't quite working, folks. So anyway, I don't know exactly what to do with this, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, these are all the pattern pieces and everything that went with it. It was just a lot to keep track of. I love the new boxes that they have now. So much easier to deal with, and yeah, definitely think I'm going to be a fan of the new Good and the Beautiful math kit. I'll show it to you guys in just a little bit. So there's trash. This is the Good and the Beautiful level K handwriting. I will probably save this. I need to look and see. I'm pretty sure I got him the next handwriting book, so I'll just kind of see how it relates to this one, and if I can just go ahead and toss this one, or whether he should finish it up. All right, a couple of the activity books, done with those. Let's see. Things that can be trashed. So yeah, I think I was getting ready to tell you guys and got interrupted. I went through a massive declutter of got cotton and stuff on me from the activity boxes. Anyway, of all the homeschool stuff that we've collected over the years. It was incredible. I really should have videoed it. I am so bad with all of that. I will think about videoing when I am like 3/4 of the way through the project, and I'm like, oh, I should have videoed that. That would have been great. Great content. But I did not remember. No, I did not. No, I did not. So you missed that, but it looks so much better. I sold some of the stuff on a local homeschool page, and I donated some to our library. Our local library has just begun a new homeschool section, which is gonna be fantastic. And so I have some stuff to donate. I need to bring that by here pretty quick. But it's just such a feeling of like relief. I've just been trying to go through a lot of things in the house, and just, I mean, when you live somewhere for so long, we've been here for what, 17 years now, and in the same house, and so you just start accumulating and accumulating because you're never moving, you're never decluttering, you're never purging, you know what I'm saying? So, I've just been kind of going through stuff. I just went through our bookshelves yesterday because everything was just stacking up. And I'm like, there's just not room on the shelf anymore, but I know. And there was a whole box of books that we just didn't need anymore, you know, ones that were of no interest to us anymore, or ones that were, yeah, like, do you remember the Baby Y series that was like huge back when my oldest was born? Huge. Well, I don't need the Baby Y series anymore. If perchance I somehow ended up having another baby, which we're not planning on, but anyway, I don't think I'd be reading the Baby Y series. No, I kind of know how to do it, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, we went through a bunch of books and just kind of got rid of things that we didn't need anymore. And it made room in our shelf, and it feels a lot better. Same with the homeschool stuff. I was able to put my sewing things that I don't really use that much. I was able to go through tons of that. Just get rid of these old little tiny pieces, bits of fabric, and throw them away. And I was able to put my sewing machine inside the school cabinet and just put that in there. That way it's not all over the place. It just feels so much better, guys. Okay, this is not a video about all that, but just thought I'd throw it in there. All right, so this is one of the Good and the Beautiful's box sets. It's box A, and I'll keep that because we still need to work on reading with Caleb. I realize that he is getting older, but you know, just different kids are gonna learn at different paces, and he caught on really fast to the math concepts, but we're still working on letters, and that's okay. That's the beauty of homeschool, that you can kind of work at their pace. This is another just fun book. Keep that out. And I have some things. Oh, these are some Bob books, which I have a bunch of the readers in our homeschool cabinet. Some alphabet flashcards and some things that go to something else, it looks like. Some old stickers. I really only need one set of alphabet cards. Am I right? Like, we don't need 20 alphabet cards. It seems like that's what happens, though. Why is that? I guess with each kid, you get them in their dollar section, and they're everywhere, right? I do like these flashcards. I have no idea where they came from at all, but I like how big they are. So I'll hold on to those. Yeah, I was gonna say, more flashcards. The poor kid had 3 sets of flashcards in his box, and he still doesn't know all of his letters. Is that a mom fail, or I don't know? Oh my goodness, it's amazing how much just junk gets into a box by the end of the year. I think I will just grab a trash can here. Looks like we've got some pennies for counting. Yeah. All right, so we've kind of made it through Caleb's folder here, and I'm gonna grab the trash can. It's always hard because it's like, you know, you want to keep a few things that they've done, but you don't need everything. You just really don't. So I actually, in my consolidating of everything, I have one tote out in the garage, and that is where I am putting things that they've done, you know, that we want to save. Because, I mean, there are things that you do want to save, and there's things that are special, but we don't have to save every paper. We just don't. And it's not needful to anybody now or in the future. So be free and throw it away, folks. I don't know. You have to do what's comfortable for you, but we can at very least go through and get rid of dried up glue sticks. Pencils in that caddy, and we'll deal with that in a minute. This here's what we're saving. I think this is reusable. I don't know. All right, and let's decrumb the basket. All right, So there's that. All right, so since we will be using the flashcards again, I'm gonna stick those back in his box, as well as probably this handwriting book. Ooh, and the little book sets. We'll just pop them in there, unless I want to. Actually, I think I'll put these readers back out with the readers, and we'll pull them out when we want them. And do we even need these? I'm gonna go see if we have more I'm pretty sure I have more alphabet flashcards. But you know, just in case, might need to keep this one, this mini one. All right, let's move on to Rebecca's. She was in 5th grade this past year. Well, guess what's greeting me in the eyeballs? Oh yes, year 4 of Good and the Beautiful History that we did not get completely finished. We're nearly there, like we made it halfway, and in my defense, we also did half of last year's as well. So technically we did a whole year, am I right? We do love the Good and the Beautiful history. It truly is beautiful. Now they have 4 years of the history program, and then what they say is that you can basically go back and restart it. We're not going to do that. I have, what was it? Master books, I believe it was, is what I got for history this year. I'll show you guys, and if you watched the unboxing, I'm sure you already saw it. But we are going to try something a little bit different. And I think the variety is the spice of life. So that's what I'm excited about. All right. We did Christian Light Education again for Rebecca for her language arts this year. Honestly, we had absolutely no trouble with it at all. The reason I chose a Christian Light, and I think I probably talked about it whenever I did my curriculum haul for last year, the reason we chose it is because she was doing the level 5. They didn't have the updated version of the Good and the Beautiful level 5 yet. And I really wanted to do the updated one because she's right on that edge of whenever they update. And so I was like, I really wanted to do that. So ended up waiting because the Good and the Beautiful only goes, it goes to like level 7, and then level 8 is book studies, and then it's the high school stuff. So because of that, I felt like we could be a year behind in it, if that makes sense. It's not really, it's actually quite accelerated. And I feel like you could use any of them for a variety of levels, really. Once you get up to about level 3, you really could use it for a lot of different levels. It's definitely advanced. So anyway, I ended up just doing Christian Light with her. I felt like we could work a little bit more on different terminology and stuff. The hardest part that we found was switching then is that there is different terminology for different things. And so stuff that was called different things, I can't even think of what I'm trying to say, but the different parts of speech, just different terms for different things. And so that could be a little bit confusing. It worked out fine. We did penman, it has penmanship and spelling in this course as well. She used this for spelling, which we are done with. This girl is a great speller. And now I know we did a bit lower of a level, but there again, they were great, great words for her, and that girl got 100% in spelling. So proud of her. She did great. Throw that in the trash. Any of you guys feel terrible trashing things after a while? Just like, good grief, I can't keep it all. Anyway, she did great in the level 5 language arts as well. But she's really excited after watching the video preview of language arts 5 with the Good and the Beautiful. She's so excited about doing that this coming year, so I'm really excited for her. Oh, hey, look, it's a Christian book catalog. done with that. Looks like we have a random binder with random folders inside. I guess I have a thing for all this unused stuff out in my school cabinet, so I'll just put that all together. This is Why America Matters by Dr. Van Carson. I think Grandma gave this to her, so I'm going to put this out as something that we can read. And I don't know where she got this one either. It's just in here. It's 4-in-1 advanced activity book. Maybe she got that from Grandma too. So we'll put that out for something for her to do. So Rebecca loves handwriting. This is actually something that I am going to save because she did such a great job with it. She was learning how to write cursive, and you guys, she rocked it. There is one of her pages, and then as we move on, handwriting is something that she loves and that she's really taken a lot of initiative at learning to do cursive, and I'm just so proud of her. So I am keeping her handwriting book because, of course, the Good and the Beautiful handwriting has such nice handwriting pages that it's fun, and of course it has artwork on it too, and so keeping that for her. Also, these, we love them. She absolutely loved these books. It just added some fun to her homeschool day. This was the Me Compendium, Where I'd Love to Visit. Apparently she'd like to go to Australia. How I'll look when I'm 50. Oh my, I hope I don't look like that when I'm 50, but anyway. Her spy name is Jessie, by the way, so. And her birthday and how she decorated her cake. Anyway, this was a lot of fun. Obviously, we'll keep those too. They're just special, you know. This was the Write On Story Journal. Also really enjoyed this. I mean, there's a couple things that we didn't do, but for the most part, we did it all and she really enjoyed it. So that with the saved pile. And I guess we put this in here because we were reading it. Probably didn't finish it. And it looks like we have another notebook that she hasn't written in. And we have another Why America Matters. Okay. And a 2022 calendar. I'm telling you, this is all passed on stuff. Oh, and a Bible activity book. Apparently everything Grandma gave to her when we were visiting, she put into her box. So I need to put this out so she remembers to use it. All right. A lot of trash. Dutch Grown Bulbs catalog. It's just amazing how much stuff. Those look gross. Add up in your box. And I don't think I went through this at all this year. Just random things. Here's a pen. It's a Purdy one. Another pen. Throw that away. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of things to throw away again, aren't I? All right, we have these typing books, and you know, we just have not used them. They're the Good and the Beautiful. We've used them somewhat, but not much. So I don't know. Here's a old activity book, and then the whole bottom. Is filled with pens. These are the musical multiplication from the Good and Beautiful. We really do like these. Makes a great way to learn multiplication. That's a lot of pens. We're gonna have to go through all these here a little bit. Figure out what's still good. All right, and then all the garbage at the bottom. All right. Truly is amazing what collects. It really is. It's gonna feel so good, all done and ready. And then I think all I have left to do is to send in the lesson plans for my kids through our umbrella school. So, and then of course order Caleb's curriculum, which I have part of it. I just don't have the one. Have you guys used these? We love these for learning math facts. Rebecca is just getting into division, and so, you know, I'm looking forward to having her learn some of that. Don't know if I need all these flashcards for Rebecca for 5th grade, but if I do, I'll just keep them in there. That way she's got that. And then I think I'll leave it empty. Woo. All right, here's Hannah's stuff. This is her little, I probably ought to have her go through her own stuff, actually. She kind of knows what she's got here. She went through the Be Your Own Doctor book by Rachel Weaver as part of her health and nutrition book. She actually got a lot of the way through it, and I really enjoyed reading about it. She would tell me about all the different things that she learned and how to fix it all and what the cure was, and yeah, it's really good stuff. It's good stuff to know. Rachel Weaver has a whole set of books. There's like Be Your Child's Pediatrician and stuff like that as well. So I think I will just stick that back on the shelf, and if she needs it again in future, she can. I had gotten her the home economics. She got started briefly on it. I think she's on the 2nd book, almost done with the 2nd book. It's for this coming year. I had just gotten it later on in the year. Thought, well, if she needed more to do, she could work on it. But she'll be doing that. Like, that will be on her list of subjects she's studying this coming year. So, anyway. Oh, wow. Let's see what's in this. Okay, so this is all kinds of stuff that she has done in this portfolio. So I'll go through this with her probably later and have her work on that. This is the answer key for the home economics. So Florence Nightingale. Oh, whatever happened to Justice? We absolutely love these Uncle Eric books for economics. They were so much fun. She loved reading them. It made a lot of sense. And I believe we got 3 of them, and she loved these. So I highly recommend these books. An Uncle Eric book, I got them on Amazon, and we really, really enjoyed them. Definitely need one of these to do school. Don't you remember these from the 90s? Oh my word, I made so many of these. I mean, I was an 80s child, but was the age that I could sew all these things in the 90s. Definitely made a bunch. They had to match my outfit. They had to match my homemade jumper. Yes, if you were homeschooled back then, if you know, you know, right? All right. Let's find the trash in here. Hopefully I'm not making this video too long. Hannah? Yeah? There's all these like flashcards maybe or something that are pinned together with paper clips. Do we need these?
I don't know.
Well, do you know what I'm talking about?
Just wait a second. I'm watching.
She made her resume. I won't show that because it has her name on it, but she made a resume this year, so that was kind of cool. And I have several of these because one comes with each thing, so I didn't even get rid of that one. Looks well used. This is an Edgar Guest poem collection. I will put that with right here with books that can go on the shelf. Here's another book that she finished, The Good and the Beautiful short story collection. Really enjoyed this, Physics 101 for physics. Yeah, science. She did a great job with it, and it just made it so enjoyable for her to learn from. I'm gonna save it because I know I have other kids up and coming that will use it. Some people have wondered what she did the question guide with it, and that is what she used. She printed off all the questions, answered them all, and that's what she did for physics. Here are maps. This one's ripped. Here are the other books there. Wow, this got to be a mess too. And I will save these as well. Yeah, are you liberal, conservative, or confused? And whatever happened to penny candy? So those are the other books that she did. And keep this. It's a handy dandy math calculator. And then this is the other typing book, which I've got to decide, I guess, whether the other kids are going to use those or whether we're done with it. I'm going to have another heavy garbage bag to haul out. I tell ya, it has been a lot of garbage bags lately. I don't think she used that this year. This is a really cool watercolor book. I'd gotten it for her in the school haul that I did. And I guess she has not used that. And then we've got a bunch of maps that she traced. Oh, there you go. And more pencils, more flashcards, more trash. Are you guys bored yet? More trash. And Suzuki Violin School. Okay. Wow. Now I gotta figure out what to do with all this stuff on the table. So Hannah finished her college level Spanish just this last week. She did wonderful. Really proud of her. It's fun to hear her start practicing Spanish, and so yeah, she's done with 2 years now of foreign language, and she did it at the college level, so that was really cool. I'm trying to think of anything else that I'm missing from last year that she did. We finished up the last year in the Good and the Beautiful high school course that they had. We finished that up. She loved those units and did really well in them. She's very self-guided, so she did a great job just, you know, learning all this stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna figure out what to do with all this stuff, and then probably just go through these pencil boxes real quick, and then I'm gonna pull out the new stuff. Woohoo! All right, so I've been through all the pencil boxes, and been through the learning helps, and I've got some binders that can be used, or folders, or notebooks, whatever, for that. And then I went back to the office and found all the other things. So Caleb did the doodles and pre-writing, so he did that handwriting book. So I'll save that. And then here's all his kindergarten workbooks that he did. There you go. All that. Many, many, many workbooks. So, and I think I have some others back there as well. They're just buried underneath the new school stuff, I think. So we also really enjoyed the Bible from Christian Light. Rebecca did really good with that, and I felt like she learned a lot, you know, from all the different Bible stories. So we are continuing that with the coming year. So just lots and lots of workbooks. So, whew. Oh my. Anyway, as soon as I get all this emptied out, then I can take some stuff out to the trash, and it's gonna be a heavy bag because paper seems to weigh a ton. Guys, greetings from my editing chair. I am going through all the video footage here, and yeah, we're at like just about 36 minutes now. I mean, almost 37, I think. So, and we haven't even gotten into the boxing everything back up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pause the whole process right here, and then if you come back next week, I'll have the whole loading up of the boxes for you guys to see, and you can, we're going to go through all the curriculum, and I'll show it to you guys a lot more in depth. I'm pretty sure that that's like another half-hour video probably, so please just stay tuned for that, and we're gonna end it right here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was long, it was really chatty. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.